Peace and blessings, everybody. Juice Crew. I just wanted to let you know I'm working on a lot of my past formulas from the past where I start mixing my elixirs as well as the tea. I wanted to talk to you today about avoiding dialysis and also the diabetes. So, with kidney issues, you have to avoid dialysis by cleansing the kidneys from an intracellular detox, which I'm going to make right here today in a natural form of liquid using my distilled water as a herbal tincture. It's going to be like 32 ounces. You have to avoid all red meats from your diet because the red meat proteins will break down your kidneys faster. In order to heal the kidneys, you must have to assist the root of the problem, which can be diabetes or high blood pressure. So, in the diabetes form, you could always order the tea, or you could order in the pill form, which I mixed here, where I take the herbs and then I mix them in here. This is my herb mixer, and then I grind it up, and then I put it into a pill form. You must do this for 30 days and then do a 21-day detox. Now, your detox is going to be on fruits and vegetables like these, all water based. Watermelon juice, fresh watermelons, seeded grapes, the nopal leaf, which is the cactus leaf. All of these are good for your kidneys. It helps flushes the lymphatic system because you have stagnation. Also, from high blood sugars and things like that, it's going to cause stagnation of the blood. You also have to cleanse your blood. This tincture that I'm making today is um, intracellular cleanse. I'm going to use some chaparral. Now, with kidney disease, you're only going to use a little bit. I don't use too much of the chaparral, but with the diabetes blend, you have to mix the chaparral at a certain ratio, followed by the hawthorn berries, which is going to assist the kidney, liver, and the heart. Usually, you have people on dialysis, or before they go to dialysis, they have shortness of breath. That's because the fluid is starting to build up. All of the diseases go upward. So it's from the kidney, then it's going to attack the liver. So that's why we have the kidney and liver detox cleanse. Um, some people may have edema where they have a lot of fluid in the bottom of their feet. That is an indication of the fluid building up in your kidneys and as well as your heart. The kidneys and heart work together as well too. And also, I'm going to take some elderberry because that's going to cleanse your immune system as well and help build up the blood too. And then my favorite, kalawala. This is a great tincture to cleanse from the intracellular to coat those cells while you're helping the disease. Also, I encourage you to drink a coconut, pure coconut water with no sugar in it. You could do this at least twice a week if you don't have high potassium levels. However, some people that have kidney disease can drink the coconut water because it's natural electrolytes. Sometimes with kidney issues, you might lose your electrolytes because of your imbalance in your body, far as the minerals and nutrients that is lost. Remember, a mineral that is lost in your body is created by disease. For as a disease, having a disease in your body is created from minerals that were lost. So you have to regain those minerals like your selenium, your magnesium, your potassium, your vitamin K, your vitamin E, your vitamin A. And we could get these from foods like, for selenium, you could use Brazil nuts. You could eat a lot of broccoli. For your potassium, my go-to, the raw coconut water, raw coconuts, not in the can from Goya that has a bunch of sugars in it, because diabetics cannot drink the Goya in the can. But a lot of times you have diabetics that want to get off of the metformin and the insulin. They do the coconut water cleanse, and you add a little bit of coarse salt to it for natural Gatorade. My personal go-to when my mom and dad was sick was the watermelon mixed with the coconut water, or I would do the seeded grape juice for them with the burdock root and the Nepal juice, which is the cactus, cucumber, and the green apples with a lot of cilantro. Cilantro lifts the heavy metals out of your body, which is great for people with diabetes. Also, Kalawala. This is what I wrote in my books. This is one of my books. I have 10 of these from the past. This is from 2003. Kalawala is an autoimmune defense. It cleans the blood, cleans the brain cells, skin. It oxygenates the blood. You need the oxygen to pump for your kidneys and your heart as well. It helps with vitiligo, multiple or sclerosis, lupus, any autoimmune diseases. It reduces inflammation. So yeah, that's what we're doing. I have some blessed thistle that I'm gonna put in here also, and I have fresh neem leaves because the fresh neem leaves is also a purger to purge the system. Remember, do not let your kidneys get too bad where you get on dialysis. The main key, you have to, it is a must. I fought with my parents about this. They have to do a cleanse with no meat, no dairy, no um, bad proteins. A good protein is the hemp seeds. I made hemp seed salad for them with hemp seeds, fresh dill, parsley, cilantro, lots of cucumbers, and a whole lot of red onions and garlic. That was a go-to for my mom. But fortunately, she wasn't her regular diet. But I'm telling you guys, in order for you to get off or to not get it at all, this is a prevention. You have to go on a fast. You cannot take these herbs and still eat bad foods and expect for them to work. Also, when you're dealing with a lot of natural herbs, sometimes it takes up to 30 days to work. So you might want to get on the ball ASAP. I always tell my clients, you get on the ball first, and then after you complete my program for 30 days, I want you to go to the doctor and I want you to ask him to take another blood test. And you will see the results because the blood does not lie. The blood does not lie. Some people I see they have a lot of dialysis centers, 5 on each block now more than ever. When I want you to ask your doctor this, you're gonna get a second opinion, and also, I got some burdock root too. Got some burdock root in here. Measurements is key because what I do is I infuse this for about 3 days until it get very strong. But I always tell you guys, go to the doctor and get that blood work, ask for a second opinion. Also, you would like to know if you have severe kidney damage from diabetes, high blood pressure, or what medications did they prescribe you to break those kidneys down, and you need to build them up. If you're on any medication, it is very vital once every 2 months to have a liver cleanse because your liver is being built up with toxins. And once the liver has done its job, if it's too full, it's going to work its way up to those kidneys. So aspirin is a no-go. We have regular aspirin in different blends that I have. Also, this blend right here is for, that's one of my labels, is specifically for the urinary tract infection. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have a urinary tract infection that is very severe and it's going on for too long, it could cause inflammation in the kidneys. Now, if you go to a doctor that wants to make a lot of money off you, he's going to tell you have kidney failure. But we know how to read numbers here and blood work. So you might want to get that done. Take the inflammation out of your body. Get some raw cranberry juice, cranberries. Parsley is a good thing to juice fresh parsley, or you could boil it and make a parsley tea. When you boil the parsley, you're going to boil the water first. Always use the distilled water when you're extracting any type of herb concoction. And you're going to drink it for 7 days. The back pain will go away. You're going to drink a lot of water so you can urinate all of the toxins out. And of course, we have different things like the blood cleaner. I love the blood cleaner. I use that for people with diabetes because the glucose may be high and your blood may be too thick. When your blood is too thick, um, It'll create a cholesterol imbalance. Some might say you have high cholesterol, but it's actually your blood being too thick from diabetes. Or if you have high blood pressure, you might have cholesterol issues from your blood pressure being too high and eating a lot of fried fatty foods. Do not fry your food in vegetable oil. It contains cottonseed and soy. Always use grapeseed oil or avocado oil, like the one I have back here. Um, what else? It's so much to say in so little time because I'm still working on formulas for other people that I have that has to be shipped ASAP. But yes, this right here is intracellular detox. Like I post here, it's live minerals. It's high in phosphate and iron, phosphate, calcium. Um, People who have loss of energy due to diseases like chemotherapy and things like that, this tincture is a good one with that kalabala herb. Um, and if you have any questions, my IG is open for messages. You can send me an inbox or you can send me a message at singlyjuice@gmail.com on the Gmail. Also, when making some of these tinctures, elixirs, and herbal blends, it is imperative for me to know your blood type and your age. There's many levels of being a bush pharmacist to assist. There's certain words that I cannot use on social media because then this page will be blocked again. However, this is your information. Also, with dialysis, sometimes they will pull water out of you. They're cleaning the blood. But this blood cleanser that I made yesterday, the natural blood cleaner, can help you a lot. But you have to take it for 30 days. Everything requires 30 days. That's 30 days of clean food, raw food. If you eat anything cooked food, if your blood type is a certain type, sometimes you may need meat or protein. I would suggest a salmon or hemp seeds as your protein, almond butter as a protein, chia seeds as a protein, and my favorite, mushrooms. You can make mushrooms instead of meat or walnut meat. And you can make it just how you want it. Don't let your taste buds keep you in the hospital because you would like a certain diet versus helping yourself rid the disease. 30 days is all it takes, but you have to be consistent. You cannot take these herbs one time and then a year you want them again because within a year your symptoms might get worse because you wasn't consistent. I have a friend that I went to school with that I argue with him all the time. I love him dearly, but he wasn't consistent with what I gave him, and he allowed the doctors to instill fear in him to put him on a machine. And so I still give him what he needs, but I don't think he's ready to get off. However, I know from experience with family members and things like that, that sometimes dialysis it starts to pull on your heart and wear and tear at a certain time. You may develop blood clots and things like that. You may get dizzy. You may get headaches because your potassium is too low or your magnesium is too low where you have to lick some salt to gain your structure back to be able to walk. When you get off the machine, you may be dizzy. You may be weak. How do you rebuild yourself back from that? You have to have your sea moss and you have to have your water solid fruits and vegetables. Just think about it. Okay, they say dialysis is to clean the kidneys, but 90% of the clients are on the machine and they're pulling extra water off of you. Their theory is to keep you from not swelling. However, your body has an enormous amount of water in your body. So why would you get on a machine to pull water out your body? This is why some people's skin turn gray when they're on the machine. Their face is sunken in. All of the water out of your body is depleted. You get dry skin, the hair start falling out, their iron becomes low. Then you need iron shots or iron infusions. Then you pass out on a machine and they have to wake you up. They're taking water out of your body as well as they're cleaning, and it's just like a side effect. They may clean the blood, but other side effect is they're draining you. Kidneys filtration represents the water element. So why would you take water out of the kidneys? And they also represents your inner chi, which is here in behind your navel. So anything that's going on with your belly or your hormone, male hormones or female hormone issues, you have to assist with that root. Sometimes dandelion root. Yes, it's a diuretic, but everything is in moderation. You can stay hydrated all day with watermelon juice. If you fast on watermelon juice and coconut for 2 days, I guarantee you, you will not have any swelling due to your kidney issues and you will feel good. You will have an enormous amount of urine. I have a client who started peeing again after 4 years of being on the machine. But my protocol is to prevent you from getting on there because there's going to be more problems. After you get a transplant, they're going to give you medication that's going to trigger diabetes in your body. So if you had diabetes before you had kidney failure, chances are you're going to have to take insulin again. Then they're going to give you steroids to maintain that kidney, which is going to raise your blood sugar again. It's a cycle. So why don't we just use it as a preventative? Let's prevent everything from escalating. That is my work. I prevent things from escalating. And if it can help someone out there, use this message. And God bless you guys. God bless your health. And I hope that God instills in your head to move you and your thoughts onto getting on a better path. Also, do not eat any salted foods. If you're on dialysis and you're depletion, they're going to tell you to lick salt. You have to because it's like it's balancing your electrolytes. But a good electrolyte balance is water, um, the coarse salt, not the Morton's, maybe a pinch, and lemons. That is natural Gatorade. Another natural Gatorade is the watermelon juice mixed with the coconut water and a lemon squeeze. So the blood cleaner, you have to clean your blood from toxins, blood sugar buildup. You have to fast. Intermediate fasting is also good if you have diabetes and you're on insulin. If you're on insulin, you have to, when you're fast, you have to adjust the insulin. Do not take 20 units if you're fasting. That's why it's very important to check your blood sugar. If you check your blood sugar and it's about 120, then you probably only need like 5 or 6 units before you start fasting. But I'm going to tell you right now from experience with my parent, I juiced for her. I did a lot of this stuff for her. I checked the blood sugar first and give her 5 units. After drinking this juice and the green juice, it slowly dropped. So her go-to was the peanut butter crackers, um, and a couple of grapes, maybe a blueberry muffin or something, but it has to be low carb. But it eventually it worked out in moderation. At first, the blood sugar just started plummeting, so that's dangerous. So she always had to have the snack by her side. Eventually, some mornings the blood sugar fasting would be 60 because of this the diabetes tea that I gave her, which also has the elderberry in it. Elderberry naturally lowers your blood sugar because it's a purger and it cleans your blood and it builds your immune system and it revitalizes your blood in your body. So if this helps anybody out there, drop 2 hearts. Peace and blessings.